People are in a vacation mood, everybody, right? All right. Your surah was Surah Luqman?
Yes.
Ayah number?
Ayah number 17.
Oh, mashallah. Okay. You are on a right speed, Roya. After after 25, like you would be like, we would stop you after that and we'll wait for other people to catch up.
Okay.
And then we are doing the nouns, right?
Okay.
So once you do the noun, it would be, I know you have ambitious plan of learning Islam, inshallah. So it would be very good for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, mashallah. Okay, now you are on a ayah where you would learn a verb which is like not an easy verb. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانه عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. يا بني أقم الصلاة. O my son, establish the prayer.
Right.
وأمر بالمعروف وانه عن المنكر. And enjoin the right and forbid from the wrong. واصبر على ما, and be patient over what أصابك befalls you. إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. Indeed that of عزم like everything is with Allah.
Everything.
عزم الأمور.
Azm is like determination. Amur is matters.
That is all of the matters.
All of the matters, they need determination.
Determination,
right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is heavy loaded, but because this is not a tafsir class, but we will just like first we will just like touch on the verb. Ya bunayya is easy. Ya bunayya is like, oh my son, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3-word. Ya, oh, bunay, buna is like a son. Ya, my. So ya bunayya, oh my son.
Oh my
right?
son. Okay.
So there's no verb involved, but aqimi is a verb, right? And now you would say, what kind of a verb is this, right?
Yeah.
Actually, the verb, the root letters are
Qaf, Alif, Qaf, Mim?
No. The root word, how do you define root word? What happens to my pen? Okay, whatever happened. Okay, so Qaf, Waw, Mim. Right? These are the root words. So Waw is a weak letter. Right?
Yeah.
So when you form the gardan, it is qama yaqumu. Okay?
Yeah.
Qama yaqumu. But your verb is aqimi, right?
Yeah.
So aqimi looks like this would come from aqama. Aqama and yuqimu. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me wait it. because you have to put a dhamma on that. And this change, wow, change to ya, so it becomes yuqimu, right? Aqama, yuqimu, right? So this is something we would be working on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the gardan is yuqimu, yuqimuna, tuqimu,
تقيمون
tuqimuna, tuqimuna, uqimu,
تقيم نقيم
nuqimu.
نقيم.
So this is not this. This is not uqimu, right?
Yeah.
It is uqimi, aqimi, right? Aqimi. And you know that like kasra in the maz and muzari you haven't read. Kasra can only be there if mim was a majzoom. Okay?
Yeah.
So these are not the majzoom form. Even if you do majzoom of this, it won't be, it would be aqim, right? Not aqim, right? So majzoom we will try. It would be the, like, it looks like a amar. It looks like the amar, right? How would the amar would come? Because it's aqim. Okay. So amar of the form 4. If it is the amar of the form 1, it's iqim. If it's like a fatha, then it is if it's fatha, then it's form 4 amar, because form 1 amar is never has a fatha, like it's a rule. If it was a form 1, it would never have a fatha, right? Yes. So it has to be form 4, right? And you know the amar is majzoom. So majzoom, if it's majzoom, then the mim had the jazm, and so 2 jazm are not possible. Ya would have jazm and mim would have jazm. So ya with the jazm, it drops itself, right? So it becomes aqim, right? So this is the amar form, right? This is the amar form of form 4. So we are doing form 4. We are not doing form 1. Okay? We are not doing form 1. We are doing form 4. Okay? In form 4, it would become aqam and aqimu, the plural. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so now you figured out that it is the amar form of the form 4, ya bunayya, because he is ordering him that, like, establish the prayer. Okay, so he's saying, oh my son, establish the prayer. So when we say establish prayer, it doesn't mean just like it's a ruku and sujood. It means like you have to establish it in the way it is supposed to be established. It has to be like, first of all, is physical activity would be according to what Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did, right? Yes. You have to be in a wuzu before that, but it's a connection with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, right? So you have to establish that connection. If you do not feel Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala in the prayer, that's not what Luqman alayhi salam was teaching his son. He was trying to teach his son that establish the salah. Salah means connection. Establish the connection with whom?
With Allah.
With Allah. So if somebody is just doing the exercise, is different than connecting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Right? So that's a very important message from Luqman alayhi salam, that aqimis salata. Establish the prayer, establish the connection. Okay?
Yeah.
And if we are able to establish connection, what is the second advice? Wa'mur bil ma'ruf, right? So there are more verbs into it. Now you are like rich in verbs. Okay?
Yeah.
So because last time, and it's a good one, right? Wa'mur. Wa'mur is again the imperative form, like amar form, right? And it is the because there's a jazm in there, right? So it's not majzoom, because it's like the whole sentence is just like he's ordering him, right?
Yeah.
So enjoying the ma'ruf, like what, like the right things, right? Ma'ruf, right?
Yeah.
So spread the ma'ruf, right? So wa'mur is the alif mim ra, right?
Yeah.
So it would be amur, right? And wa'mur. Wa'mur. Yeah, that's I don't know. Alif mim ra is it looks like a form 1. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's a form 1, then it would be umu, like it would be a dhamma, right? Dhamma can only be in the form 1, right? So it's umur, and because it's a hamzatul wasl, because wow, you have to make just like a connection. So 2 week letter, so 1 week letter has to drop its harkat, so it became wa'mur, right?
Yeah.
If it's wa'mur, then so enjoin, or like tell the people, like forcefully. It's not like just nicely say or nicely ask or request, but to spread the goodness, you have to be firm in telling, do this, right? If you see somebody not reading the salah, you have to firm with that. I would say, like, you are Muslim, why you are not like performing your fard? And you will get the answer, it's between me and Allah, who are you to tell me? But you still tell them. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't care about it, what they say, right? Because they are doing the sin of not listening to you in a good thing as well, right?
Yeah.
But you still have to tell them that, okay, you say you are Muslim, but you are not reading the salah, right? It's better that you read the salah. Okay?
Yeah.
So we have to be a little firmer in our conduct when it comes to Islam. Okay?
Yeah. Exactly.
We are not begging somebody, we are doing something good, and we wish the same thing for them. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this one, forbid, right? So this is a verb, and this is a very confusing verb, because the people are thinking that it is anha, wanha, right? They are mixing it with the word an,
Yeah.
right?
This is different.
This is different. Yeah, that's why this is more difficult. So mashallah, you are learning the very difficult things in Surah Luqman, but it would help you, because this is so the word the root word is nun haya. What is the root word?
Nun haya.
So when ya is there, Ya is a weak letter. Then you will make the mass. It would be naha, nahau, nahaita, nahaitum, nahaitu, nahaina. Okay, you got it? It's written over
Okay.
here.
Yes. Yeah.
But when you do the muzare, it would be yanhu, yanhuna, tanhu, tanhuna, anhu. You got your verb?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
But over here, it looks like again imperative, right? Anhu is so tanhu. So it would be unhu, right? It would change some shape or form, right? So the amr would be unhu. So it's one who. So because the whole thing is like amar, 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 right? Aqim is amar, vamur is amar, one who is amar, right? So it's not the muzare, it's not the muzare, but it's unhu is amar. Okay.
Okay.
So your word is this, but because it's attaching with wow, then there the dhamma became hamzatul wasal. This swad like thing is called hamzatul wasal, right?
Yeah.
So unhu is your verb. So it was a very, very difficult one. No one, like they read the meaning, but they never think about this. This is one who. This is like different from an. This is a whole verb which is noon ha ya nahi, right? Nahi an munkar, right? It is a very very famous phrase of Arabic that
Yes.
forbid from the bads, right?
Bad. Yeah.
The wrongs. Okay. So, and in that we have to be firm in that as well, right? If we see some kind of a wrong, somebody doing wrong to somebody or wrong to them, like if somebody is committing a suicide, what would you say? Oh, it's your life, do whatever you want.
No, we have to
Stop them
forget.
because it's haram, right? Right. So even they say, oh no, I want to take my life. It's my life. I want to do whatever with my life. No, it's haram. It's haram act. It's wrong act. You have to say, no, you cannot do it. I won't let you. Okay. All right. Okay. What's the next? Wasbir. And then it continues. This is a fourth advice. What is wasbir? And be patient. Alama swabaka. Whatever saubat or musibat, like difficulties you see, right? So to be patient, but patient doesn't mean that somebody is just taking advantage of you, then you have to be patient, right? That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that. Sabr is defined like if you are a farmer, you have bunch of seed and you have bunch of land, you take your seed and you plant it in the right season, you water the land, and then you wait for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it happen, make it grow, right? That is sabr. Sabr is not that like you brought the packet of seed and you put it in your house, you didn't plant it properly, plow the like made the land fertile and didn't work hard on the fields, and you still think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would just give you the crop, right?
Yeah.
You still have to put some work, but after you have done your efforts and struggles, then you leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is called sabr, right?
Yes.
And sabr doesn't mean that somebody can come and oppress you, right?
Yeah.
Right. But for example, the France and the Quebec also in Canada, they don't allow the hijab, right? So now all the Muslim population is deprived of working over here, right? So this is something you cannot do the sabr on. You just say, oh, we are in a difficult position and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would take care of them, and like we do the sabr and we sit down. No, we do our effort. We talk to them. We try to make sense in their head that what you are doing is the oppression. The oppressed are not those girls who have a choice, because the meaning of oppress is that you forcefully ask somebody to do something. So they are the one who are the oppressor, right? They are forcing that we cannot wear the clothing of our choice, right? So they are forcing us not to wear the hijab. So who is the oppressor? Who is forcefully doing wrong to us?
Yeah.
Because we never told, and if somebody is Christian, they come in the skirt, we don't forcefully tell them like wear the non-skirt, right? Like, I mean, we are in their country, so we don't forcefully, although if it's an Islamic country, we will just tell them that, okay, don't wear that dress. But if the Muslim girls goes with a hijab and they are saying you cannot enter the office, then that's the oppression.
Just in the workplace or everywhere?
It's in Quebec only.
Oh, maybe it come to Vancouver or Toronto too.
Allah will look after them. But the point is, if all of us just join together, and I know some some Muslim girls are not hijabi, it's okay. But whoever is, they should not be oppressed. They should not be forced to take off their hijab, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody is forcing them, they are bringing the oppression in this country, in the democratic country, in a very advanced country, right? How come they don't know the definition of this word?
Maybe
right?
not. Yeah.
They don't know the definition of this word. Yeah. So mashallah, very good ayah. So it's giving us more things.
The situation is getting more sad and sad.
Yeah, no, silence is not allowed, right? It doesn't say that be silence, right? Patience on your difficulty, but not without any effort, right?
Yes.
You have to do effort, right? So we have to, when we learn the sabr, then we have to get the definition and proper tafsir on the word sabr. It's not a small word. It's like very, very huge word, right? Yes. And if people take it that sabr means that somebody doing wrong to you and you have to be quiet, no, that doesn't mean that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Inna zalika min azmil umur. The other situation is in the Muslim world where we were doing another ayah in the other class where it is said that the women, although Islam has given them the highest darja, but still even our Muslim brothers, they still doesn't have enough knowledge to treat the women equally, to respect the women equally, right? Still in Pakistan, the situations are such, right? Even the girl is just like, she has all the rights of khula if she wants to get out of the marriage, but the people make it so difficult for her, and she is being beaten, and she is like so. See, she is not like, that's not the situation she should do the sabr in. Oh, I got the animal kind of a husband, and it's okay, it was in my destiny, right? And I have to be just with him for no reason what. No, that's not the definition of sabr, right? The definition of sabr, like she should get the partner who should be like loving and nurturing and not behaving like an animal. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Every
So
country have their problems.
Pakistan is a lot of women are facing that, and they can't speak it up.
But
and
for being in hijab and Islam, that's good country that people can go.
hijab is good. That's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said. And if somebody is observing, listening to Allah's hukum, that's okay, right? But other than that, the women are treated like not fairly, which is not good. And the problem, Roya, is that there are not very many women scholars. So if a girl has a problem, she cannot go and talk to a male scholar openly about her problems. Okay, so more women have to get themselves educated, and all the surahs, all the Quran, it just mostly, like, first and foremost is the Quran, that the women themselves, or most of the girls, right? Dr. Zakir Naik was doing the speech in Qatar the other day. So women asked, like, okay, I don't know, something about talaq or something that, oh, whatever I got. I think it was a Christian woman, or there was another girl, I think. Oh, she said, my husband wants to get a second marriage, right? So what should I do? And I don't want him to get second, like, wife. So he says, so you, too bad you can't do it now, because it's his right to do the 4 marriages he can do. But as a woman, when you were getting married and you were becoming his first wife, you could just put a condition in the nikah nama that he cannot have a second wife until I am there.
Yeah.
So even I didn't know, like, I mean, I know a lot. I don't know a lot of things. I didn't know that. You have to put a condition. You can put a condition. So how many girls will say, oh, I want to put a condition in my nikah nama that my husband cannot marry the second, right? If she put a condition, then husband has to follow that nikah nama and get his permission, and then. But if she didn't put any condition, now she is like out of luck.
But right? She can't do anything now, because because already,
it's his right, and it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the right. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also gave the right to the girl that she can put whatever condition she wants. So if she thinks, like, okay, she only want to be the only queen to that husband, then she has to put a condition, right? Do your work beforehand. But none of the girls, like,
we never think about this before.
Yes. So there are and if Zakir Naik is saying that, it doesn't mean that like he would say with the authenticity,
Yes,
he's a big scholar, mashallah. Anyway, Wes is quiet. He's thinking.
No, I was actually in Pakistan. There is a condition which is by law now that you have to take permission from the first wife. So
mashallah.
But Dr. Zaik is suggesting, I mean,
you put a condition
might even
in your
prevent people from getting married in the first place if somebody has, what I'm thinking right now. Because people don't go by the book. They don't follow rules. They're just like, they will write.
So you know what, in the beginning, like you would know the intention of the person. If you think you cannot live with like husband sharing, like you cannot share your husband, right? So you put a condition first, and if he doesn't want to get married, he would either accept or he won't accept, right? He would have the right at the beginning, right? Like, I mean, in the nikah nama, somebody has to just like work it out or read, but the girls are not like, they even don't know their nikah nama. I don't think they even read it once. So
that's so true. That's
so, but to be honest, like if inshallah Allah will give you the opportunity to deal with the daughters, or maybe you have the sisters, just make sure that they have the knowledge, right? So it's helping the ummah, because the girls are also the part of ummah. If 50% of the girls, like they take to their heart that they are being treated unfairly in Islam, then what the message we are giving to the other people, right? But when we equip ourselves with knowledge, we know what is wrong, what is right? So mashallah. Anyway, so sabr, we gave the definition of sabr, inna zalika, and like you should show the determination in your amur. So most of the amur is like Islamic amur. Islamic amur are what, right? we show this determination in all other umur but the Islamic umur, right? So determination that like your salah should be established, right? Like the connection should be established. The roza, the zakat, all the matters, like even as I discussed the talaq matter, or the whatever matter of your life are, you should have the determination that all my actions, all my amur, they would be in the light of the ruling provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right?
Yes.
So if we make that azm ourselves, right, nobody else is going to help us, right? If you think, oh, somebody just come and tell me to do the namaz, no, it's our own thing, right? And if somebody say to us to do good, and if we are not aware and somebody is just trying to, sometimes we get angry that why you are telling me to do the namaz, is between me and Allah. No, we don't have to say that back to that person who just tried to just like say the good thing to us, right? We just have to listen and just make dua in our heart that Allah may guide us to listen to the right things as well, right? So inshallah, very good ayah, Roya. I liked it. Surah Luqman is like my first love. Yeah,
and it's so the words are used so easily, like we can understand the meaning.
Exactly, right? It's just like it looks like Surah Luqman just not like telling his son, but like he's telling all of us. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, but he loved his style, the way he said to his son that he just quoted as the Surah Luqman, right? And he quoted his name because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala credit the any good deed. So Hazrat Luqman alayhi salam, he was credited like big time that his whole surah has been chapter has been allocated in the Quran.
Yes.
So,
I have one question. You mentioned that we should do like Amr Baruf, Wani, Anhu Anil Munkar. Some people say, for example, this Taliban ideology, actually it's comes from this interpretation in a way that they force them to Islam on people. Some people say that you can say that, but within your own circle, like your family, your close people. But if you go public about it, as an individual, that might be a
ruler,
problem.
As a ruler, you can implement that. Like Saudi Arabia, like if nobody closes the shop, then their shop is gone. They are gone. They are in the prison. So that as a ruler, you can be Amr bil Maruf. You can do that. And I don't know what Taliban's education level and everything is. I don't know much about them because they were basically created by America, right? Because as a Muslim, you are supposed to do the things as a Muslim, right? If you are a Muslim country, then the Muslim country, but then we see the flaws because we were discussing that in Islam, before Islam, the girls were buried alive.
Yes.
Roya?
Yes, yeah.
Because Afghanistan, you very close to your heart, and Pakistan very close to my heart. But both situations are similar. Girls were buried alive. Today, do you think the girls are buried alive?
Close to that.
Close to
now
that?
They banned the universities and
Yes.
works for
So
women.
if you don't give the education to a girl, usko zinda dargor kiya ki nahi kiya? Like there's a word you just say zinda dargor. Yani ki you are burying them alive. Not to give education to a girl means uski life kaisi hogi? Would not be alive in this time and era. If she cannot speak, she cannot talk, she cannot do her financials, what she is going to do in the world? So if you have not given the opportunity to a girl for education, means you have buried them alive.
Yes.
So people think that it happened only in that time. It is happening this time as well. If you do not give the right to the girl, then you are killing them.
The story is repeating.
Right? So you are not killing them by just chopping their head, but you are killing them but not giving them the education. वैसे क्या ख्याल है आपका?
Absolutely. I mean, ये तो अपने सारी जुल्म करने वाली बात है अपनी जनरेशन के साथ. मुझे नहीं समझ आती कि इनमें इनसिक्योरिटी क्या है तालिबान और इन लोगों में. Don't understand that.
So if Taliban, whatever its religion is, right? But most of these people, these forces, they are generated by the Christianities and the Jews. Okay, so don't believe in them, because if they would have been Muslim, their women would be the foremost scholars in the world.
Yeah.
Actually वो लोग इस तालीम को तालीम ही नहीं समझते. जो हम साइंस या टेक्नोलॉजी या लेटेस्ट मॉडर्न स्किल्स हैं वो उसको इल्म नहीं समझते. ये मेरी
मुझे एक स्कॉलर ला दीजिए अफगानिस्तान से निकाल कर.
नहीं मैं बात
वो
कर
उसको
रहा हूँ.
इल्म नहीं समझते तो मुझे इस्लामी स्कॉलर ला दीजिए. तो कुछ तो तालीम समझते ना. मसला ये है कि वो तालीम ही को नहीं समझते.
वो जो जिस सेक्ट से बिलोंग करते हैं ना, जैसे देवबंद, सुन्नी, हनफी, वो लोग कहते हैं इस्लाम की तालीम, दीन की तालीम सिर्फ तालीम है, बाकी सब.
तो मैं वही तो पूछ रही हूँ कि अगर उन्होंने दीन की तालीम दी है तो मुझे एक लड़की का नाम बता दीजिए जो दीनी तालीम हासिल कर चुकी है वहां पर.
ये तो नहीं मुझे पता. मतलब एक जनरल बात आपसे डिस्कस करना चाह रहा हूँ, स्पेसिफिक नहीं है देम. लेकिन वो जो एक पूरा ग्रुप है, यानी आप समझ लें देवबंद जिसे कहते हैं.
नहीं, अगर उनके पास ये सेंस होता कि तालीम होती तो वो इस्लामी तालीम ही कम से कम दिखा देते. लेकिन वहां तो इस्लामी तालीम भी नहीं है. राइट? आई टोटली अग्री. क्योंकि अगर मैंने साइंसी तालीम हासिल की, आई रिग्रेट कि मैंने इस्लामी तालीम हासिल नहीं की. लेकिन क्या वहां पे इस्लामी तालीम है? आज अगर आप वहां जाके मदरसा खोलेंगे ना लड़की का, कि लड़की को इस्लामी तालीम है और एक स्कॉलर को भेजेंगे तो वो उसको मना कर देंगे.
अच्छा, राइट.
क्यों? क्योंकि अगर इस्लाम सीख जाएगी लड़की तो वो कहेगी कि ये गलत हो रहा है, वो सबको बताएगी.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right?
That's
So,
right.
और ये वो नहीं है. आप सऊदी अरब में भी देखें लड़कियों को इस्लाम की तालीम गायब. क्या समझते हैं वहां सऊदी अरब में सारी लड़कियां इस्लाम जानती हैं? ये पूरा यूरोपियन स्ट्रेटेजी है लोगों को इस्लाम से दूर करना. अगर कोई इस्लाम जानता तो वो आज बड़ी बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटियां मैथमेटिक्स के अल-ख्वारिज़मी और जो कीमियादान बड़े बड़े जो हैं, सारे जो बड़े बड़े नाम हैं, वो किसके हैं? इस्लाम के हैं. ठीक. और पहली जो तिब्बी यूनिवर्सिटी की है किसी ने, तो वो इस्लामी खातून ने की है. ठीक. तो अगर इस्लाम का थोड़ा सा भी पता हो ना तो पाकिस्तान सुधर जाए, अफगानिस्तान सुधर जाए, ईरान सुधर जाए, सारी दुनिया सुधर जाए.
लेकिन पाकिस्तान में तो है वैसे सेटअप. आई थिंक ये जमात इस्लामी और ये लोगों के तो वुमेन विंग हैं पूरे प्रॉपर, जिनमें
अग्री और डिसअग्री. जब जमात इस्लामी पॉलिटिक्स के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इस्लाम को फैला रही होती है ना, दैट्स नॉट, वो इखलास नहीं है. इखलास नहीं है. आपको देखना पड़ेगा. अब यू हैव टू सेपरेट द पॉलिटिक्स विद द, ऑफ कोर्स पॉलिटिक्स कम्स, लेकिन एक पॉलिटिकल विंग बना के और वो करना, राइट? लाइक यू डोंट हैव टू, लाइक देयर इज समथिंग रॉन्ग, राइट? इन उनकी भी स्ट्रेटजी आप गौर करिएगा. क्योंकि मैं बहुत करीब हूँ किसी जमात इस्लामी के काफी सारे लोगों से. उनके अपने बच्चे जो हैं, they are very very like different. They don't want to follow their parents at all, right? और तो मेरा पहला सवाल ये होता है कि अगर आप जमात इस्लामी हैं तो आपके अपने बच्चों को आपने क्यों नहीं इस्लाम का ट्रेन किया? यानी कि वो जमात इस्लामी की खिदमत ना करें, बट दे हैव टू बी इस्लाम. बट उन बच्चों का कहना है कि हमें लाइक जो उनके, मैं सही वर्डिंग इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ, कि हमें इन्होंने हमें हमारे पेरेंट्स ने इस्लाम से बहुत दूर कर दिया
समझ
उनकी
गया।
हरकतों की वजह से, right?
अच्छा,
So they don't want to listen. They like up they are now the kids are into like a better group and यहाँ खैर खुद ही इस तरफ आ रहे हैं, but what they did कि उनको इस्लाम से दूर कर दिया बच्चों को. So अगर उनके अपने बच्चे सही तालीम पर नहीं जा सके तो एक बड़ा बड़ा इदारा बना के लोगों को वो प्रमोशन के लिए आपने like जब इखलास नहीं होगा ना वैसे
जी,
that would be very difficult thing. तो क्या ख्याल है अगर जमात इस्लामी कितने सालों से, जब से मैं पैदा हुई हूँ जब से है, अभी तक क्यों नहीं चेंज हुआ पाकिस्तान?
ये
बिकॉज इखलास नहीं है, राइट?
मैं वैसे सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता था, पाकिस्तान में आई थिंक कि खवातीन के लिए इल्म हासिल करने के मे भी इतने ऑर्गेनाइज ना हो, लेकिन
नो,
मिसाल के तौर
ये
पे
सिर्फ आप
तबलीग
कराची की बात कर रहे हो या लाहौर के बड़े शहरों की या इस्लामाबाद के बड़े शहरों की, आप सिर्फ 2% को देख के बात कर रहे हो, आप 98% में जाओ, राइट? जब मैं कराची की, मैं सबसे गरीब थी कराची में, या डेफिनेटली मेरी डिपेंड करता है पेरेंट्स पे भी, मैं बहुत गरीब थी और मैं ये समझती थी कि मैं गुर्बत है पाकिस्तान में और लाइक मैं भी गरीब पैदा हुई हूँ, बट बहरहाल मुझे अल्लाह सुब्हाना ताला ने मेरी वालदा की कोशिशों से अच्छी तालीम हासिल की, नौकरी हासिल की. उस नौकरी के तहत जब मैं घूमने लगी पाकिस्तान के एरिया में तो पहली नजर मेरी पड़ी, पता नहीं हम भावलपुर थे या मुल्तान थे, बहरहाल वहां हम ट्रेवल कर रहे थे तो वहां पे छोटी छोटी नदी नाले पे औरतें बैठी हुई अपने कपड़े धो रही थी. और मैं बात कर रही हूँ 96 की, आज से 30 साल पहले की. अगर आप आज भी जाएंगे वहां ऐसे इलाकों में बाय रोड आप ट्रेवल करेंगे तो आप देखेंगे छोटी छोटी नहरों पे औरतें वहीं पे कपड़े उतारती हैं, नहाती हैं, कपड़े धोती हैं, कपड़े पहनती हैं, राइट? फिर उनकी एजुकेशन क्या है? 0, right? And that's a 98% population of Pakistan.
नहीं, आप सही कह रही हैं, ऐसे ही है. अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉलेज गांव देहातों में बिल्कुल भी नहीं है किसी किस्म का, बस अनफॉर्चुनेटली.
So it's kind
But
of sad.
the new generation, I think they are learning, and they are. When I was in Pakistan, when in Peshawar, so the girls were going to universities, and they were like going very good. Like
again, that's a 2%. Like you were in the city, okay? That's a 2%. So what you see in Afghanistan, the rest of the Pakistan is just like that, like a countryside, right? And if you go to the countryside, Afghanistan is just like a countryside, right? It's a very good country. It's like untouched, it's pure. But the problem is just like in that purity, some Russian and American impurities are ingrained. But Afghanistan, Ahmad Shah, who was Ahmad Shah Ghaznavi? Mahmoud Ghaznavi.
Ahmad Shah Massoud.
Ahmad Shah Abdali, right? They were great names from Afghanistan, but those great names, they were just the true Muslims, right?
Yeah.
And the Islam was in the true sense at that time, right? But then this past 70 years, when America brought their force to destroy the Russia, and they found the station of Afghanistan, right? And through them, they just were able to conquer Russia. But once they conquered the Russia, that monster they created in Afghanistan, it stayed. Right?
Yeah.
So there is a big political, if somebody just studies, even the English writer, they write the whole story, right? So, and Taliban was paid by whom? By America.
Yeah.
They were getting the big money to do those all shit over there.
But now there is no America. Why they are doing the worst things?
Because in 100 years you got the generation, and they were not allowed to say that, oh, this America is doing, right? So the people who saw that, they thought this is the norm, and they kept doing that.
Yeah, it
right?
is just like, the Frankenstein. So America has actually created a Frankenstein and now they cannot control it.
Exactly.
Now
Exactly.
they can control.
Or like if you take an elephant, baby elephant, and this is something I did, like if you take a baby elephant and you put a rope around its feet, a strong rope, right? So it cannot break it and cannot go run away, right? But what happens if you put it daily, when the elephant is mature and mighty, he would still think he cannot break it, right? He would stay there, although that rope is nothing to him. But he's used to that captivity, right? It's a best example I read in my life, that if you put the people in captivity, same way happened. Abraham Lincoln came and tried to free the slaves. He passed the bill. The bill was passed. It was implemented. But the slave went back to their master. They says, take us back, take us back. Because their society was not accepting that. And they were like hungry, because when they were working with the masters, they were at least getting like their jhuta, their like leftover. They were still getting little bit food, right? And they were happy about it. But when they were not slave anymore, of course, the master didn't give them the leftover, right? So now they were hungry. They said, okay, take us back. So in 15 years, that bill had to be reversed and they have to be made the slave again. Because when you remove the slavery, first you remove the bad thing which has happened in the society. You bring the acceptance in the society. So when we remove the America and the Taliban, America from the Afghanistan, the society was already like deep into Taliban, like wrong concepts, and Islam was like gone down the whatever right route. So now you couldn't bring back the Afghanistan, right? To the right Islam, to the right like whatever, right? All you have is the Yehudiyat and the Christianity over there, right? Barbarism. Islam is not barbaric, right?
Is this situation same in Saudi Arabia with the women too?
Saudi Arabia is a different story.
No, but the women are not educated there.
No, they are not. But that's by their choice. I don't know what. But even the men were not educated over there. So I don't know what happened over there. And Allah should help. But yeah, the whole Muslim world right now is not at the best stage.
Yeah.
But now, yes.
Sorry, can I say, I've heard that Arab people don't want Islam anymore. They just wanna stay away from it. They are more cultural now, more like their own religions.
So you are right. Atheism is introducing at a very fast rate, and you guys and people with the class, they have to just step in, and I think scholars have realized that. And it has been a major project in the Muslim world, like with the scholars, like the people who know Islam. They are doing everything to control the situation, right? So yeah, Roya, the answer is like even Saudi Arabia has been impacted or inflicted by the same thing, which is called the entertainment, right? So I wrote the scholar Hassan Nadwi, and he said that they replaced the religious value or Islam or good values with the entertainment, right? So entertainment just took over everybody, right? So if you see Pakistan got the movies and dramas and this and that, and then through that, and do you think like those were to just like give you a little bit relaxation time? No, this was just slow poisoning and bringing the bad ideas into everybody's mind and training them for such situation which is right now, which is called atheism.
Even Saudi Arabia now celebrating the
Yes.
Halloween.
Yes, yes, yes. So
That's so, like so sad to hear.
it's a sad thing, but alhamdulillah, there are good people there, still there, and they realize this, the situation, and hopefully they would be able to do something. So very good, Aya. I don't know. We went into a different tangent, but had to, because some of the participants, I don't think we had any other participant today, but you, three of you, inshallah.
And the discussion was really good. I mean, besides those lessons, sometimes we have to discuss these things also, and they, help us increase our knowledge. So it was a good discussion.
Or just it gives you, Seema, it gives us at least a thing to like we are at the stage where we don't care about the mashra anymore, right? Right.
Yeah.
But what we can do, we can still utilize our whatever time we have left in earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the much like mashallah, like Wes is like at a mature age to understand everything, and he's comparatively very young right now, and Allah would give him the opportunity if he gets into the hands of like a right scholars and the mentor. So he will do it side by side, along with, like, of course, there are family responsibilities and person has to survive in this dunya as well. But it is needed, right? So I'll tell you my good news that one of my students, so I shouldn't say student, I'm also a student, right? One of the participants in the group, she was learning tajweed from a Qari from Pakistan, 25-year-old, and he is like Pashto speaking, right? From Pathan, like the Peshawar side or some side, right? So that Qari Sahib, she told him that, why don't you learn the grammar? And he said, yes, I want to learn. And he came, and mashallah, I have 3 Hafiz and Qari who don't have the school education, but they have the hifz only, right? So they would be joining these sessions as well. And they are, one is 20-year-old, the 2 are 25-year-old. And I was so happy that group of the Pakistani people, they need to get educated. So they would have, like, as I said, Karachi, Peshawar, the big cities, there is only 2%. The rest is like in the gaon and dehat, right? And they need the opportunity. So I was very happy, and I was telling them that, okay, you are 3, you won't enjoy the class until you are like bring 10 people. So inshallah, we'll increase that, those, like, we will introduce this subject into those people, and they would at least start reading the Quran, learning the Quran, and they would just say, oh, we were living in the darkness, right? Quran is nur, definitely, it's a light. So that just happened. So I'm sure, like, some of them, Roya, they might be coming from Afghanistan, right? Because Afghanistan has the Persian and some of the Pashto as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
So maybe I'll come across with some Afghani brother as well. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah. So I think we will stop at this, Aya, and we'll continue our journey next week, inshallah. All right.
Inshallah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Take care. Assalamu alaikum.